Hello, Bula Nwaya, and welcome. This is Maple coming to you live on Monday evening, Monday afternoon. It is my time is 6:08 p.m. here in Fairbanks, Alaska. I welcome you here, whatever time zone you're joining me on this go live, or if you happen to watch the replay, thank you for being here. Today is usually I usually theme my Mondays as Motivation Monday, but this is more than that. And stay tuned. Stay with me till the end because I have great things to share here. If you're watching me for the first time, I'm originally from Fiji and a registered nurse, still working full time. I started this digital business, this online business, almost will be 2 years by May this year. And just imagine, it seemed like time went so fast. But the journey has been so amazing when I started this business. So on September of 2024, I started a challenge in the business, and I started doing this go live, and it stayed with me because I realized I have so much to give and to share about this online business. I was never active on social media. Was very shy to, really appear here or even just to post a picture or post something. I never did that until I found this business and realized there are options. There's opportunities to use this and leverage social media to share the things that I value as well as the business that is running so well. So let me ask you something honestly. Are you just following inspiration, or are you owning your future? So many people, watch lives, save posts, feel motivated for a moment, but nothing changes because, execution never happens. The action that you take. And today isn't about hype. It's about ownership. Taking ownership of what is yours. And for me, this business is mine. It's under mine. It's actually my husband and I now. I started the business and then he joined. So it is ours. And there are like 4 things that I want to share today. The first one is following feels safe. Ownership requires courage. So you truly have to take courage, have faith in taking that step. To take ownership of something that you've always wanted. And following, just being a follower costs nothing. So again, ownership costs effort, time, discipline, and faith. It's true. When I found this business, I took that leap of faith. I knew it was something that will work for me, building my at first, this was something that I wanted to build my retirement. Now it's going to be my retirement. I'm building it on the side while I'm working full time. And so has so many who have started this. And then I realized this is something that I own. I am we are the CEO of our business, and we run it the way that, that suits us, that the business works for us, and not the other way around, like working for an employer. You got to do things, meet certain expectations and things like that. So, but followers, it's like one day, they usually say one day, I'm still watching, I need to feel ready, but owners say, I'll learn as I go. I'll start scared. I'll take responsibility. And ownership begins the moment excuses end. And I truly believe this because when we have excuses, it really stops us from taking that leap of faith, from taking that step forward, knowing that, you don't know everything, you can't, you don't figure everything out, you can't, that you need help as you go along. And that is the faith that takes someone who wants to take ownership of something. And in my case, this digital business, so ownership begins the moment excuses ends. The second point I'd like to share here is excitement fades execution compounds. And why do I say this? Because we can get excited about something, but then at some point it's going to fade. That excitement fades, and what happens next? Maybe you will not want to take that step forward and you know try it if you know that it's something that works for you. And but execution compounds. Feelings change, circumstances change, but execution builds momentum. And no one accidentally builds income. I can say that no one accidentally builds income. No one accidentally creates time freedom. No one accidentally changes their legacy. Just small, consistent action beats emotional, motivation every time. Just those small, consistent actions. And I remember saying this over and over: is taking one step at a time, or taking one step forward gets you closer to your goals, gets you closer to the things that you've planned for yourself. Also gets you closer to success. And I'd like to quote here from the Bible, Proverbs 16, verse 3, that says, "Commit your work to the Lord, and your plans will establish." So for me, I trust and I pray about it, and I've always submitted, everything that I have committed to, and especially in this business journey and in my life, my personal life, I've always committed everything to God. And this business is one that I have committed because I know that there's so much potential, there's so much to give, there's so much to even earn as well. It's you earn online, but you also able to give and help more people do the same. And the third thing that I want to mention here is ownership changes how you show up when you own something. I'll say it again. Ownership changes how you show up when you own something. And that is, you protect it. When you own something, what do? You protect it. You prioritize it. You show up even when it's uncomfortable. So this is true in faith. This is true also in family. This is true also in the business. God doesn't bless comfort, because when we are comfortable, we don't want to do anything more than where we're at, the same cycle, the same routine. And, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you want change, if you're someone that is comfortable where you're at, then that's okay. If this is, if you know that this is not for you, then that's okay. But for those who are looking for that change, for those who are looking for a better, work-life balance, more time with family, this is probably something for you. So why I'm saying this is that God doesn't bless the comfort, because if you want change and you're still doing the same thing, then change will not come. So he blesses obedience. And when we when we have that nudge in us to take that step of faith, that is probably a reminder, he blesses obedience. So just being obedient to taking that one obedient step can, lead to your breakthroughs, will take you far. And I am a testament of that, because I believe that I only knew that I could just be a nurse throughout my life and retire. But I really wanted to build a retirement, because how it came about, I wasn't looking for a digital business. I was wanting to build my retirement fund, because my previous employment, I worked for 13 years, didn't have a retirement benefit. And, that is something that everyone that works are always looking for, that's like a security when come retirement. So this was an open door, and the timing was perfect. And I've prayed about it before. And even though I was skeptical, even though I was scared, even though I didn't have any, business background or a degree, this business had the training that teaches anyone that is willing to learn, anyone from different walks of life. It is for anyone that is looking for that change. And so The last, it brings me to the last point here, and that is watching others win is not your assignment. I want to say this again. Watching others win is not your assignment. We are made for more. We are so much more than what we think we can do. Um, and so, you weren't created to spectate. You were created to steward opportunity. Every opportunity, we all have gifts to use and be, and impact others and be a blessing. And 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 that is how I am seeing this opportunity and using the things that I know, the gift that I have, to be able to impact others, not only in my professional career but here in the business. And so if you're tired of watching others grow, wishing for more time, praying for change without movement, this is your sign. This is your sign. Shift from being a follower to owner. Take ownership of something that you know belongs to you, that you will build, that will take care of you, not just now, but in the future and also the generations to come. And so that brings me to the end of my Go Live here. I'm not here to convince anyone. I'm here to call people higher, just speak growth to yourself, speak faith, speak those daily affirmations, be love yourself and know that you are made for more. And whatever your heart, whatever your heart can, whatever is in your heart, you can do it with all the strength, with all the wisdom, with all the knowledge, and the desire to learn, to make that change will come eventually. And so ownership starts with one decision, that one obedient decision, one action, one obedient step, I've said earlier. And so here's the thing. Before I close, if you're ready to stop watching and start building, put in the comments ownership or, I'm ready, or just message me private. You can give me a private DM and ask those questions. It's okay to ask questions. I can say that I did not know all this. I did not have this courage. I did not have the confidence to do all this, but I have learned it over time. And through learning and just taking those small, consistent steps has led me this far. And so I can say that if I can do it, if so many of us, we are already, I think it's already 270,000 business owners here in our business community, and it's growing every time. I'm just so thankful that I'm originally from Fiji, and I'm seeing so many Fijians starting the business because it is going to help my people back home. And I want to share this to anyone. If you are watching me now, whether you're a nurse like myself, whether you're a hardworking parent, whether you're struggling, you're looking for that change, maybe this is the time to make that change. It's 2026, it's still January, setting goals for the year and looking for something that will give you that time freedom, that will give you flexibility. And this business is not only that, but it is portable. You can do it anywhere. And so that is my life for today. I just want to share that and let you know that I am willing to share more of the business. If you are interested, reach out, ask questions, and I am available anytime. DM me, or ask people that you've been following. So this is for, if you've been following someone in the business, and you're wanting to, still haven't made the decision, still sitting on the fence, reach out to them if you've been following them as well. So thank you again for being here. I hope you have a blessed rest of your day, evening, whatever time zone you're watching me from. Binaka for Yaxia, and God bless.